Thank you for the very warm reception. My first visit to Doha, certainly not my last, but a very, very engaging couple of days. Lots of learnings, some wonderful people I have met, both in government and in the business community. And now, having met the professionals of Qatar, I think the visit will be truly complete. You're playing a very important role in strengthening the ties between Qatar and India. You contribute immensely to the potential of trade and commerce between the two countries. And I'm sure with the amount of growth that we are seeing both in India and in Qatar, India being the fastest growing large economy of the world, Qatar being amongst the prominent growing economies in the Middle East, there is a fabulous future waiting for all of us in the years to come. And we look upon all of you as the true ambassadors of this relationship. Of course, if you see on any score, having elevated this partnership to a strategic partnership during the visit of His Highness the Amir of Qatar to India in February, followed by the visit of the Commerce Minister in August to India, and now with my visit to Qatar, very clearly 2025 will be a defining year in this partnership. And we have set upon ourselves ambitious targets. We are hoping to finalize the terms of reference to be able to negotiate a fair, equitable and balanced free trade agreement between Qatar and India. We are hoping to double the bilateral trade, including goods and services, by 2030, and having already, I think, got quite a large skew towards LNG in our current trade of 14 billion. I think the growth will come out of services, will come out of goods, will come out of food products. I am told there's a large delegation here from the food industry. It'll come from technology, from innovation, from artificial intelligence and data centers coming up in the two countries. It'll come from investments both ways. And I'm sure that each one of you, through your engagement, through the work that you are doing as professionals, will play a very important role in this journey in the years ahead. Friends, we are well aware of the rapid strides the Indian economy has made. It's one of those countries which offers some of the best returns on investment. And that has only been possible because the leadership of Prime Minister Modi has strengthened India's macroeconomic fundamentals, has developed an economy which is growing on both pillars of massive investments on infrastructure and consumption-led demand. Of course, the infrastructure is also helping bring down logistics costs, make Indian industry more competitive, generate the multiplier impact that investments always has on the economy, on the demand for goods, on the demand for services, on mobility of people, better quality of life, ease of doing business. And over the last 24 years, incidentally, as some of you may be aware, today Prime Minister Narendra Modi completes 24 years as the head of government, first in Gujarat, state of Gujarat, and now for the last 11 and a half years as the Honorable Prime Minister of India. 24 years continuously. In an unblemished 50 years of public service, dedicating his entire life to the nation, working relentlessly day and night, every living moment being spent to serve the people of India, taking 250 million people out of poverty, out of extreme poverty in the last 11 years, developing world-class infrastructure in the country, taking the economy to the fourth largest economy in the world, another couple of years, the third largest GDP in the world. Having a vision to make India a developed nation, a prosperous nation, Viksit Bharat by 2047, when we celebrate 100 years of independence, an economy that will grow from $4 trillion today to $32 trillion by 2047. Look at the delta of opportunity. Look at the potential that is available before all of us. And I'm sure all of you, with your capabilities, with your deep understanding of what this can portend in terms of business opportunities, on the outstanding and excellent returns that investments in India can get you, will not miss out on this opportunity. I don't know if you've realized, we are one of the best performing stock exchanges in the country. If you recall, 11 years ago when Prime Minister Modi took charge, the Nifty was at about 5,700 or thereabouts, if I remember correctly. It's crossed 25,000 points now, more than 4.5x. And despite all the turbulence, all the difficulties, all the uncertainties around the world, the Indian stock market is an oasis of stability. Indian economy is powering the world economy, world growth. First quarter growth was at 7.8%. Our exports in the first 6 months have grown by between 4 and 5%. Our service exports, where professionals have a big role to play, is growing at a scorching 5 to 6%, even in the first 6 months of this year. It only goes to demonstrate the resilience of the Indian economy, the huge potential that is awaiting your participation, and I invite all of you to join us in this journey of growth and prosperity. Warm welcome to all of you who look to engage with India, who look to work with India, who look to do business with India. Our doors are open 24/7. We invite you to engage with probably the best business opportunity that mankind has ever seen, with 1.4 billion young aspirational Indians digitally connected. 1 billion Indians are today on the internet. The second largest users of ChatGPT. Young Indians understanding the importance and the potential of artificial intelligence and modern technology. And India, which is truly aspiring for a better quality of life for the next generation. An India that believes in inclusive and sustainable growth awaits your participation. Come, work with India, invest in India, grow with India, and prosper with Bharat. Thank you very much. You want to take some questions?
Thanks, Piyush ji. It's not over. You all have a chance to interact with our Honorable Minister. So now we will have an interaction session. The chair. The sofa. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, politicians don't leave the chair.
Roni ji. I request the volunteers, whoever wants to speak to raise your hand. The volunteers will bring the mic to your table. Isha, mic. There is one person who is asking from here. I request the volunteers to stand on either side of the room so that we won't lose much time.
Hello. Namaste, Piyush. I'm Ajay Todi. I'm the CEO for KLJ Organic Qatar. We have a chemical plant here in Messiah. This is a joint venture between KLJ Group of India and Qatar Investment Industrial and Manufacturing Company in Qatar. And sir, this is the largest non-oil and gas, because oil and gas investments are big. So this is one of the largest non-oil and gas investments in Qatar, about $122 million. Sir, I've been here in Qatar for some time now, and I can only share that it's one of the places where you feel so much at home, and in fact I share the sentiment on behalf of perhaps most of us. Sir, in Qatar there is a lot of opportunity in terms of the investments coming in from India, and my limited point is that there are projects that will go to India from India,
Okay.
and probably we'll connect with you in terms of the help that we need from here.
Requesting everybody to articulate your question in such briefly, so that Minister will have time to answer you. He has other
Just sharing a thought that we missed here was that he's a chartered accountant himself. I think that's non-problem. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your visit, and it's a great honor for us to see you here and address the Indian community. My name is Gopal Balasubramaniam. I'm a partner with KPMG, long timer, been here for the last 32 years. I was just sharing my thought with the embassy official as well. Then we said, okay, why don't we ask you? 15 years back, we signed one MOU with Qatar Chamber of Commerce, where I will get the right to present doing business in Qatar for all the business delegations coming from different parts of the world. So we have done it for Belgian Council, Dutch Council, International Enterprise Singapore, Malaysian. So they used to have a structured program for visiting delegations. They will know exactly which sector is going to get jobs in that year from Qatar, and they'll send delegation from that sector. A lot of research had gone in, and they all picked up jobs. I always had this view, and I've shared this with IBPC. I was also IBPC before, but this is something India has not been doing, in my opinion.
That's a brilliant point. May I request you, as soon as this gets over,
Yeah,
to interact with Sanjeev, who's sitting here,
sure,
right in front,
sure.
because I love this idea. This is a good template for us to follow.
Yeah.
And going forward, it could be a good template all across the world. While of course we try to connect delegate to delegate, but it's a good idea that you have given.
So many managers happen because people who matter for that sector came. And not just they are big, but they have the appetite to go.
Sounds like a very good idea.
Thank you, sir.
I'll love to take
Thank you, Gopalji.
And maybe you can, after your 32 years experience, devote some public service also and help us create this.
I am ready, sir. Thank you.
We have Sheikh Adba Altani, one of the royal family members here.
First of all, I would like to thank Your Excellency for having the time and coming to Qatar and visit Qatar. I think that's very nice things to mention about Qatar. Maybe I don't have a question here, but this is the only attraction I wanted to say, because I was associated with the Indian embassy for many years. I was like contributing on the yoga day. वैसे भी मुझे हिंदी आती है, इसलिए मैं बात कर रही हूँ हिंदी में. And जैसे कि मैं हिंदी मैंने सीखा टीवी से.
Bollywood.
Yeah. We were talking about the way that I was born and raised in Kuwait when I started, because my mother from Kuwait. They thought that my mom's from India, क्योंकि मेरी हिंदी इतनी अच्छी और साफ है, जैसे कि हमेशा लोग ऐसे सोच रहे थे कि आपको हिंदी कैसे आती है. I've never been to India, maybe only once in my life for 3 days. So it was nice, and I just wanted to say thank you for it. I got some time to come here because I'm working for the Minister of Labor. I'm in his office. So I just came to say thank you for everything. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for having interest in having some business with Qatar, and thanks a lot.
आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया शेखा जी मैडम, लेकिन ये बात तो हमें स्वीकारी नहीं जाती है कि आप भारत आए नहीं है बहुत टाइम से, तो आपसे दरख्वास्त है, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप जरूर भारत आइए, और आप आएंगी तो और लोगों को भी प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा कि भारत के साथ काम बढ़ाएं, और आपने योगा को अपनाया है या योगा में एम्बेसी के साथ काम किया, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you. Shukriya.
Thank you. We have representatives from Hazard Foods led by the Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Muhammad Al Muhannadi. Looking forward to listening to him.
First of all, I warmly welcome Your Excellency and your respected delegation in Doha. Following held in Delhi with the select group of Indian companies specializing in food and agriculture sector, we are eager to explore opportunity in Doha that can support Qatar effort to enhance the food security strategy, particularly in importation of rice and wheat. And thank you for your visit.
No, we are also seized of this request, and we have been thinking of some innovative ways in which to ensure the food security of the Gulf region, including Qatar. And I've asked my team members that once we go back, we'll look at some way. We are broadly inclined to follow a model of creating warehouses in different countries and stockpiling food products so that that can add to the comfort and food security of the Gulf region. So I assure you that it's very much a part of our desire to fulfill.
Good evening, Mr. Minister. My name is Subroto Mukherjee. I am the Executive Director of a local consulting engineering practice, and I'm here personally for about 27 years. The company is in existence for 50 years now. So, as you know, Qatar is actually a sporting powerhouse, and it has hosted some of the largest games and events in the world, including the very successful and superlative hosting of FIFA 2022. So many of us, we got the opportunity to work on those projects, and we want to take some of those expertise and experience with us to India, right? So I recently had the opportunity to visit a sporting facility in Kandivali, in your constituency in Mumbai, where we would very much like to contribute, professionally and as well as sometimes as a labor of love, So how can we make it happen?
Sure, please just send me a mail or drop me a note, and then let us see how it will ultimately be in a public-private partnership. So let's see who comes forward to take forward that project or any other project. I mean, we are looking at hosting the Commonwealth Games in 2030. We are looking at the Olympic Games in 2036. So India is getting more and more ambitious in the sports arena, and we'll really welcome your initiative and your participation. Do write me a note. Thank you.
Namaskar, Piyush ji. Devashish Goswami from Tata Consultancy Services. Of course, today I'm wearing a different hat from IBPC. Yesterday I was representing CII. So one suggestion, sir, because in India we are working very extensively on the AI side, building our own sovereign data centers and everything. And same is the case in Qatar as well. More of the countries, they are looking to build their own infrastructure, sovereign cloud and everything. So suggestion is that in India we have a fantastic DPI, digital public infrastructure, that we possibly can offer to Qatar as well as like UPI or so. So I would just like to know your view that if there is something can be offered to Qatar on the digital public infrastructure side, which can be leveraged, by the Qatar citizens and residents also. So it would be a fantastic way to give a larger technology experience in Qatar as well. So that's something I would like to hear from you as well. Yep.
Well, I think there is a continuous dialogue between the two countries. Within that dialogue, we could include potential partnerships on technology also. We have a very robust team of professionals working on the applied AI in India to develop applied AI models. TCS is at the forefront of that. Going forward, apart from UPI, which we have launched already along with Qatar National Bank, we could even look at ONDC, the Open Network for Digital Commerce. And over the years, we've been developing many other digital public infrastructure models which could be useful for the people of Qatar, whether it's our Aadhaar, the digital identity that we have created for every Indian. So I'm sure there will be potential for collaboration, and we will welcome any such requests or any such dialogue with the Qataris government on this subject.
Minister, I am from the local newspaper Gulf Times. My name is Pratap John. I've been here for the last 27 years. Excellency, my question, I have two questions. One is related to your comment on FTA, free trade agreement with Qatar. My question is it something which you plan exclusively with Qatar or the entire GCC bloc? Number one. Number two, can you please give us an update on bilateral trade between India and Qatar as of June of this year, or if you have updated figures, that would be fine. Thank you, Excellency.
Gentlemen, we are looking at finalizing the terms of reference soon with Qatar and doing an FTA between Qatar and India. Once we finalize the terms of reference, we'll try to speed it and fast track it, and hopefully try and conclude it by the third quarter of next year. In terms of the trade with Qatar, so far it is largely skewed on energy and LNG exports from Qatar. I don't carry with me the latest figures of June or September, but that will be released. The September figures will be released on 15th of October back home in India. But by and large, the trade figures have been healthy, but there's always huge possibilities and potential for growth. So Qatar leadership and India have both discussed an ambitious target of $30 billion of bilateral trade, doubling it by 2030 from 14 billion. Since the LNG is already accounted for, I think a large part of this increase will come from trade in goods and services. And I think that will really be great for both countries, providing economic opportunity, jobs for our people in both countries. And I do hope the services and the professionals in this room will also leverage the potential in the years to come.
Thank you very much, everybody. Due to the shortage of time, we will have to cut short this interaction now. But at the same time, want to remind you that we have a delegation who has come along with the minister. We have local businessmen here. You may feel free to interact after this. Once again, we have heard from Honorable Minister about the immense possibilities which are available between India and Qatar. It's our chance to take these opportunities. You know, we have a strong vision, but vision without commitment, it remains a possibility. But the potential we are having here, we are the largest expat community of 800,000 people here in Qatar, and out of which 25% of them who are in the white collar or in the business, which is like 200,000. If we all try to be the brand ambassadors, sharing the possibilities, immense possibilities we have in India and the opportunities we have between India and Qatar, I am sure that this visit, we will do justice to the Honorable Minister's visit. Thank you everyone once again for being here. Requesting you to interact with the delegation from India and also with the Qatari business people here. Thank you everyone. Thanks for this wonderful
नहीं दूसरा भी और है।
ये ट्राइपॉड को कवर ले लो, वही अच्छा ये कवर
हाँ ले लो, वो तुम निकालो।
किधर है
साथ चलो, यहीं कहीं अगल बगल